Hi Gauchos! I hope everyone had a good break and stayed safely away from the fire and mudslides. Welcome to our first episode of UCSB TV for winter quarter. We are your source for weekly updates on campus events, gaucho sports, and local news.
Hey Gauchos, I'm Megan, and I'll be updating you all on events this quarter. Let's take a look at what we've got going on this week. Today, January 22nd, Sage Center will feature a lecture by Professor of Psychological and Brain Sciences, Kathleen McDermott. Her lecture on human learning and memory is titled Individual Differences in Learning Efficiency and will take place from 4 to 5 p.m. in the Sage Seminar Room. UCSB Comm Association will be hosting its first event of 2018 tomorrow, January 23rd at 6:30 a.m. The Winter Social will feature internship opportunities and give insight to upcoming events, including the biggest annual event of the year, the Internship Mixer. T-shirts will be distributed for all returning members who signed up at the beginning of fall quarter, and refreshments will be provided. The event will take place in South Hall 1431, and there is a $3 fee for non-members. On Wednesday, January 24th, UCSB's Teacher Education Program will hold another informational meeting in Education Building, room 1215, from 1 to 2:30 p.m. The UCSB Teacher Education Program offers a Master's of Education with emphasis in teaching and credential programs for elementary, secondary, and special education teaching. To RSVP for the event, contact the TEP office for more information. Wednesday evening at 7 p.m., Pollock Theater will be showing the film Gaviota, The End of Southern California. Meticulously filmed over the course of 5 years, the film leads audiences across the most threatened biodiversity hotspots, from the ocean floor of the Santa Barbara Channel to the peaks of the jagged Santa Ynez Mountains. Also be sure to stick around for a post-screening discussion, which will be held with the director, Shaw Leonard. Head to the Hub at 8:30 p.m. on January 25th for Smino. The artist spent the summer touring with SZA and opened for T-Pain this fall. He released his debut album in March 2017, and he's headed to Santa Barbara for an intimate show at UCSB. Tickets are $15 for students and $18 for general admission on the AS Program Board's website. Also on January 25th, Pollock Theater will be screening Hater, a modern reinterpretation of Shakespeare's Hamlet as part of their Shakespeare on Film program. The film will be followed by a post-screening discussion. The event is free, but a reservation is recommended. Finally, this Thursday, January 25th, be sure to head to the Arlington Theater on State Street for an evening with Condoleezza Rice. Former Secretary of State and National Security Advisor will share her unparalleled expertise on global affairs, national security, and education. If you want any more information on any of these events, head over to the UCSB events page. Now to Celie with your weekly sports update.
Hi Gauchos, I'm Celie. I will be filling in for Kalisha today for your weekly sports update. Last Saturday, January 13th, women's basketball fell to UC Irvine with a score of 77-74, and men's basketball fell short of a win to the University of Hawaii with a score of 76-77. However, men's basketball was able to come back from that loss with a win against Cal State Fullerton with a score of 83-64 on Wednesday, January 17th. Men's volleyball takes a trip to Illinois this week as they take on Loyola at 5 p.m. this Thursday. January 25th, and Lewis University this Saturday, January 27th at 12 p.m. Men's basketball heads south to battle it out against Cal State Fullerton this Thursday, January 25th at 7:30 p.m., and UC Riverside this Saturday, January 27th at 5 p.m. Men's tennis will also be heading south to take on Southern Methodist University in Los Angeles at 2 p.m. on Friday, January 26th. The women's water polo team will have quite a few battles to fight this weekend at the Hoosier International in Bloomington, Indiana. First, on January 26th at 4 p.m., they will play against Toronto and play McKendree the following day on January 27th at 8:30 a.m., as well as Indiana at 5 p.m. On Sunday, January 25th, women's water polo will play Iona at 5 a.m. and then Harvard at 7:15 a.m. Men's and women's swimming will have a meet against Cal Poly on Saturday, January 27th at home at 11 a.m. Women's tennis will have a match against Miami on Saturday, January 27th at 11 a.m. in Auburn, Alabama. The women's basketball game against UC Davis will be held on Saturday, January 27th at 2:30 p.m. You can head to the UCSB athletics page to find more details. Good luck, Gauchos, and now let's head to Diana with news.
Hi Gauchos, welcome back to another week of news updates. As you all may know, the mudslides have devastated Santa Barbara County, the city of Montecito especially. Currently the death toll is 20 people and there are 3 people still missing. The neighborhoods are still covered with debris and damages that have come down from the mountains. There are 90 trucks working on clearing this damage currently, but storm drains are blocked and the overall damage to the freeway still needs to be assessed.
I mean, this used to be tree lined. You can see all the brush and stuff here. Right. Just had trees and stuff. And I mean, you'll see once you make the right turn and go down, I mean, literally there's just trees ripped out of the ground. Like the force that came with it and the boulder, like all these rocks, none of these rocks were here. These all came from the hill.
Freeway 101 should be opening up sometime this week. But in case you are a daily commuter, you are eligible for reimbursement of train ticket costs during the freeway closure. Contact Financial Crisis at sa.ucsb.edu with the amount of your expenses, and don't forget to turn in your receipts to the email provided. On other news, the Daily Nexus reports that local street vendor Eugenio Camacho will not be returning to campus due to high insurance costs required for vendors on campus. Camacho, however, will continue to sell in Isla Vista and is in the process of finalizing permits that would allow him to sell on Pardal Road. That's all for this week. Now back to you, Ceiling.
Thanks for tuning in, Gauchos. Be sure to check out one of these events before the quarter gets busy. For more updates, you can watch our episodes on the Associated Students YouTube channel, on our UCSB TV Facebook page, and on Gaucho Space. Hope to see you next week.